Prashant, I would first like to start by asking you, there is evidence, and we can clearly see that it's Turkey which is standing behind Pakistan. We, in fact, also saw Turkish-made drones. So they've chosen a side. We are now seeing the sentiment rising in India. A lot of people, earlier were really wanting to go to Turkey. That has stopped. Is that the sentiment that even you are getting from your customers? EaseMyTrip is one of the biggest platforms we have in the country.
Well, firstly, thank you for having me on the show. And Aishwarya, we believe that we are one of the reasons who have created this trend. As soon as we realize that Turkey is siding on the wrong side of the history, clearly Pakistan is caught with pants down. UN designated terrorists, their generals, army people were there at the funeral of UN designated terrorists. And Turkey and Azerbaijan have chosen to support them in multiple ways. And India provides great amount of tourism to Turkey and Azerbaijan. Last year, almost 2.5 lakh passengers from India traveled to Turkey and 2.3 lakh passengers traveled to Azerbaijan. So as soon as we realized we were the first travel company to put out travel cautionary note to all of our consumers, being the second largest travel portal, we felt it is our duty to put out the travel cautionary note to all our users to say that please go to neutral destinations and not Turkey and Azerbaijan like Thailand, Armenia, Greece. And the results are boycott Turkey is trending online right now. The results are many other travel agents have followed our suit. And the results are 22% bookings are cancelled by passengers themselves for Turkey. The reason why, unlike Maldives, where we went ahead and boycotted Maldives, blocked all their flights and holiday packages, we did not do for Turkey is because Turkey is a layover for many tourists. Which is why we took a cautionary tone. We told people that travel if you must, and if it is a layover, then please continue. We did not cancel all the Turkey flights, Azerbaijan flights, because it is a layover. Otherwise, the kind of response which we are getting from people is exemplary. The entire country is standing along with the India, and we surely should not spend our money, which is going to come back and bite us in the format of artilleries, which Turkey is providing.
Prashant, if you can also, give a little bit of data with regards to the kind of money that you have seen, the kind of money that people have been spending, especially in both these nations. You said 22%, and it's huge. It's almost a quarter of the number of people, who had booked flights. A lot of them are canceling. So are you also hearing from your customers, people themselves coming to you and saying, we don't want to go to Turkey? Are they asking for other places to go to?
Absolutely. And this is what this 22% suggests because this time voluntarily we did not cancel all the flights. We allowed people to do it. So for Azerbaijan, that number is above 30%. For Turkey, that number is above 22%. And I believe this is just the beginning. This number is only going to go up. And in terms of data, you can easily take 50,000 to 60,000 money spent per Indian whenever they travel abroad. That's the bare minimum number I'm talking about. And if you add up 60,000 multiplied by 2.5 lakh plus 2.3 lakh, which goes to Azerbaijan, the total comes to choose spending their 3,000 crores in better places and not side with people who are siding with our enemies.
What would your suggestion be? If people are watching you, which are the other destinations that you would advise people to go?
There are so many other destinations. See, clearly India is on the path of righteousness. We have chosen the right thing to do. We cannot just sit quietly whenever someone comes and attacks us using their proxies like terrorism. And this time we have chosen to do the right thing. It was our dharma to go and attack people who have been attacking us for a really long time without any provocation. And because of which, a lot many countries are either neutral or are supporting India. And hence, there is no dearth of great companies to visit. We are recommending go to Greece. We are recommending go to Armenia. We are recommending go to Thailand. We are recommending so many places to go to. If you must travel outside, there's so many beautiful countries out there which are siding with India or remaining neutral, letting India do what should be done. And hence, this is what our recommendation is. It clearly says in our recommendation to people. And I'm super glad to see that boycott Turkey and all these flight tickets to Turkey are getting cancelled. And unlike Maldives, if you would remember, Aishwarya, last year boycott Maldives. At that time as well, we got tremendous amount of support from people. The most of the trips were either went towards Andaman or Seychelles. People went to Seychelles last time. People went to Mauritius last time instead of Maldives. And only after 7, 8 months of Maldives begging and pleading India in the format of creating campaigns like Welcome India, in the format like their tourism minister coming to India multiple times. They bent over backwards to win over India. And only when our honorable external minister Jayashankarji visited them, we thought that this is the right time as the ties look more normalized. However, this time it looks little bit tricky and different because the call which Turkey and Azerbaijan have taken are more ideological calls. It is probably with respect to being an Islamic nation and also relation. So this time it looks like, it is going to be a long fight between us. And with that, we also encourage it's not just the tourism which gives money to Azerbaijan and Turkey, right? There's so many other trades which our country is doing with these kind of countries. Indians entrepreneurs should lead with example that we are standing very straight with our country, and there's so many other industries where I request our entrepreneurs to take a call and not give them money, not give them business. There's so much amount of business which is happening between India and Turkey. Unlike India and Maldives, mostly it was tourism. But between India and Turkey, there's so many other businesses which are happening. I would not like to say and put anyone on spot. But besides tourism, there's so much which is happening. And just the way our honorable PM who has said that the blood and water cannot flow together, I would extend it to blood, water, and trade should not flow together. And which is what I would recommend people to take a call.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.